In addition to solving the crime, KCPD has always taken an active role in linking the families of homicide victims to services available to help them through an extremely difficult time. At the direction of Chief Forte, this victim-centered approach has now been expanded to reach families that are impacted by any violent crime with the creation of the Victims Assistant Unit. Director Doug Wisher explains.
The staff consists of sworn officers at this point, and there's 4 of them. And what they do is they're assigned currently aggravated assaults to contact victims by phone predominantly. And they basically provide assistance in 3 ways. If there's crisis intervention that's required, they'll help with that. They're trained to do that. Other than that, they're going to give the victim rights information and compensation information that is required by state statute of our police department to provide victims. If a victim of an aggravated assault, for example, has been shot, the detective in the case will try to find the suspect and work the case, try to get it to court for trial. But in the meantime, the victim has medical bills from the wound, may have need for trauma counseling, all these kind of things that are a result of the crime that occurred may resound into a cascade of services that they need. And what we do is we try to hook them up with services that our community already provides, who can provide everything from basic needs, shelter, food, clothing, child care, transportation. And then we have a lot of partners that are helping us with mental health counseling, for trauma counseling, grief counseling, spiritual counseling, that kind of thing. We've had a victim advocate in Jennifer Miller who's done this for many, many years. So she's been doing it over 20 years, and her focus has been predominantly with homicide victims' families, survivors of homicides, and it's been very effective. And we've understood, and I think the Chief understood how effective that is. But we really need to expand beyond just homicide victims' families, and having a staff to be able to do what Jennifer does with additional victims like aggravated assault, robberies, sex crimes, and all the violent crimes that are out there will really help us be able to touch a lot more people. These victim assistance specialists, although they are police officers and detectives, they are really trained to become in a very real sense, an entirely different element than we've had in our police department. If you look at Jennifer Miller and see what she does, they're going to mirror what she does. Community relations is a huge piece of this. The whole point of the Chief, with one of his strategic plan objectives, was to expand community policing to the entire department. So by doing this in the Investigations Bureau, it's a piece that hasn't been there, expanded to the extent that we now can do it. And we know it works. It worked with Jennifer Miller, continues to work with her. So we're giving her some additional help.
The addition of the Victims Assistant Unit is one more step in KCPD's commitment to positively impact the quality of life for the community we serve. I'm Officer Shelley Gaddis. Have a safe week.